Hi, my name is Kiet, Pham. I'm Amerasian. I came to the United States with my mother, two brothers. We arrived here in the spring of 1983. I can remember that day. It was a beautiful day in Washington, D.C. We were settled in Prince George's County, Maryland. This area called Chilham, or Chilham High as we call it. The place doesn't really exist, but it was something that we could pronounce at the time, and it stuck with it. As we arrived there, I noticed that there weren't Vietnamese or Amerasian there, and I pretty much questioned or asked the social worker when we'll have more Vietnamese or Amerasian so I can play with. Different country, different culture, and he assured me that there will be another family arriving soon, like 2 or 3 weeks, and just like he said, 2-3 weeks, another Amerasian family arrived, and he told me that they have I can't remember a boy or girl in there, but I couldn't wait to go knock on their door and invite them out to play with me. So that was a time that was really, really special in that neighborhood. As we lived there for 10 more years, the neighborhood grew larger. And eventually we had over, I would probably say 25 to 30 families, Amerasian families resided in that neighborhood. It was a special moment in my life growing up there. Every single one of the Amerasian in that neighborhood were, I consider, my brothers and sisters. And growing up with them, I did not feel like left out, but it was more like a huge family of Amerasian. And we share our stories, we share our memories. We moved out of there when I graduated from high school. I went to college. Things got really tough at home. Financially, it was a burden for me to go to college. I saw my mother working 2 jobs just to make ends meet. And at the time, as a grown, becoming man already, I thought it was part of my duty to help out the family. So at first I started taking night classes, and then it was gotten overwhelming. So I pursued the work and dropped out of college. Been working ever since. I'm now a father to a wonderful son. His name's Nicholas Pham. He asked me personal questions like, why don't you look like Vietnamese? And I have to go tell him the story, and he questioned about his grandfather, and I have to tell him the story. But it's part of growing up, and I've accepted it, and I've embraced it. And 10 years ago, we had an opportunity, or I had an opportunity when I heard about the forming of Amerasian group in Northern Virginia. I petitioned the organizer to let me be part of it, and after 3 interviews with them, they thought that I could be a leader and lead the Northern Virginia chapter. I was excited. I didn't question my ability. I knew if my heart was in the right place, and if I reach out myself and help other Amerasians, I knew I was doing the right place. Everything else could, the details could be ironed out. The organization didn't last for one reason or another. It wasn't mentioned to me, but one morning several months ago, I received a phone call from a dear friend, and he told me about or an opportunity that he thought about, and we discussed about it, and he said he'll let me, the details will come, and I waited it, and when I received that second phone call about it, and I took the opportunity and I petitioned him, like I petitioned the other organizers, to let me be a part of it, and it will be an honor for me again, with the same intention, with the same ambition to fulfill my duty or my ambition to help out the Amerasian. And as we are here, sitting here, we're several months in. We've formulated our organization firmly, and we've arrived with our name, Themlai, finding families, uniting families, uniting Amerasian with their fathers, GI fathers, and of course at the moment we are now, we're running against time, and if not for myself, I want to do it for my son, to rekindle, reunite with a lost half or a lost blood. There's no guarantee. We never know if they're still there or what has happened to them, but I know if we're united and we can pursue this venture, I think we're going to do a lot more helping than hurting. So I think if my Amerasian brothers and sisters unite with me, I think we can really make a lot of family happy, and if anything, we'll make our families happy. And I know my son will be very happy. And I ask that you take a chance and, ride this ride with us, with me. Thank you.